spirits. Then I looked at the affirmation tenets that we just did, and the first part of the first affirmation tenet is affirming the fatherhood of God and the brotherhood of man. And this is about our spirit and our self-identity. And we read from the Bible, the fatherhood of God, "Be still and know that I am God. Know ye not that ye are the temple of God, and that the Spirit of God dwelleth in you. In God we move and have our being." That's from the Bible for translating from physical to spirit. That's a contemporary Bible, but it has a lot of beautiful things in it, including things from the Christian Bible. "Let your light shine before men, that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven." And that's from Matthew. Then the brotherhood of man, "And God hath made of one blood all nations of men." We're all in this together. "Ye know how that it is an unlawful thing for a man that is a Jew to keep company or to come unto one of another nation. But God hath shewed me that I should not call any man common or unclean." And that's from Acts. The second affirmation tenet is the eternality of life and living. This is something we believe in, and that in itself should help us to dispel feelings that we have of despair. It's about the death of the body and the endless spirit. "Then shall the dust return to the earth as it was, and the spirit shall return unto God who gave it." The third affirmation tenet, the power of prayer. Peace is vital, and prayer is one way that we bring peace into our lives and peace to our communities and peace to our country and to the planet. "But when thou prayest, enter into thy closet." Just go to a place where you can be alone. "My voice shall hear in the morning, O Lord. In the morning will I direct my prayer unto thee, and will look up." Psalm 61 says, "Hear my cry, O God, attend unto my prayer. When my heart is overwhelmed, lead me to the rock that is higher than I." Affirmation number 4 says this practice of spiritual healing. And from Jeremiah we read, "Heal me, O Lord, and I shall be healed." And from the Psalm 30, "O Lord my God, I cried unto thee, and thou hast healed me." The reality of the psychic principle is affirmation number 5. And we think this is like a metaphysical thing, but in the Bible, in Job, which is the Old Testament, "When a spirit passed before my face, the hair of my flesh stood up." And from Acts we read, "And behold, a man stood before me in bright clothing." Matthew says, "The angel of the Lord appeareth to Joseph in a dream, saying, Arise, and take the young child and his mother, and flee into Egypt, and be there until I bring thee home." Soul growth is the purpose of life. That's affirmation number 6. We live to grow and expand. "But the manifestation of the Spirit is given to every man to profit withal." That's from 1 Corinthians. "Quicken thou me in thy way." Psalm 119. And from the Bible, for translating from physical to spirit, we read, "Remember, beloved, your primary purpose is to surpass the perception of humankind, to express the divine idea for humanity, to return to conscious oneness with God." And finally, affirmation number 7, fraternal service is the way of God. And we extend fraternal service to all mankind, to love and serve one another. We hear from Galatians 5. We should serve in the newness of the Spirit and not in the oldness of the letter. That's Romans 7. Let your purpose be dedicated for simple things, for spiritual awakening of yourself, and for supporting others with their spiritual awakening. And that's from the Bible for translating from physical to spirit. Those are some things that I took from one of my earlier lessons as a minister in training, and I just wanted to share them with you today. because I really felt that as I looked at this list, I would like to just connect and just make some statements about how we do get ourselves sometimes into a bind, or we let ourselves get depressed, or we feel like things are kind of overwhelming us. And this is just a reminder about just those basic things: forgiveness, prayer, meditation. Go on a retreat somewhere. You know, the trip that Reverend DJ is always talking about taking to Egypt with Carolyn Mace's group, a pilgrimage. And we don't really have in our tradition, because we're a fairly young church too, but we don't have a tradition of doing things like that. So it's wonderful when we seek out a group that we can. Another pilgrimage is the trips that Reverend Nellie has taken to Peru. Those are just wonderful ways to connect again with a feeling of something that's bigger than ourselves. And I think that's one thing that we should all be grateful that we have opportunities for here at Harmony. Kadosh.